Well, hello there and welcome to Cooking with Dr. Drew. I know it's been a long time. So this video is going to be really short. I mean, you know how that goes. Anyway, what I'm cooking tonight, this is a first time for me. And I'm trying a new smoker that I got. So we'll see how well it works. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be smoking ribs. And I got them right here. I always put olive oil on the ribs, on the meat, and then I put my seasonings on top. It makes the seasoning stick. So I got black pepper, garlic, and red pepper. Got my smoker prepared, and let me just show you that. Got my coals going. Probably don't need that much water in there, but I'm gonna let that water boil out. Anyway, it's making the heat, and this is then gonna produce our smoke, which is hopefully gonna carry us to the next level. So I may have to pour some of that water out just to get the wood to start smoking. And then, of course, you can see, I think you can read the temperature there. We're at about 250. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ribs on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so right from the top, I'm going to tell you, I did go ahead and pour that water out so that our wood would start to smoke. And just, I have been soaking that wood for a long time. I'm sure that there are about 1 million schools of thought on the way to do this. Different guys do it different ways, and I'm sure there's, I don't know, literally probably millions. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you again. I got that water out, and the wood is already starting to smoke. And what I've read and what I've heard is low and slow. Well, you can do that, and that's good, and that's what we're going to do to a degree. I want to get the smoke flavor in there, but I also want to cook the meat, and eat tonight. So I put the ribs in the center of the grill with the curved part up. So I don't know if that made any sense, but there it is. So the meat part, I'm going to wait until I get some really good heat, and then I'm going to turn them over. I'm actually pretty sure that I'm not doing this right. We're going to end up with ribs that are cooked indirect. Anyway, in other words, indirect heat, because all my heat is here in the box, and that wood is definitely not smoking, but the temperature is going up. I don't know if you can read that. So, I still got to practice, but maybe the wood will start to smoke, and if it does, well, then I'll just feed it as I go along. But either way, it's going to be great, because ribs cooked indirect heat, man, they are perfect, perfecto, perfection, whatever other word you want to apply to that. But okay, so that is the plan right now. Let's just go with what we got, and we'll see. Okay, so I told you this is going to be a work in progress, and my charcoal went out before my wood did, before my wood even started smoking. So I had to back up and add more charcoal to get the wood to smoke. And so now these ribs, they're gonna be good, but it's really not smoked in this sense of the word. It's more just, like I say, indirect heat. Grill has maintained around 200, so, low and slow, but it's not smoking. And I'm going to lose some heat, but I'll show you anyway. See? So I had to add more charcoal, and the charcoal's not white, so there's the down on that as well. But anyway,
how's it do? Is it smoking
that's
now?
the way it goes sometimes, so we'll just see how it works. But I know they're going to be great, so the heat hadn't gotten too much. Just not going to be much. Hey everybody, I got the ribs back in, and here they are. And they do look really good. I know you can't actually smell it through the camera, but they do have a smoked smell to them. So I guess at least some of that smoke got on them. So what I'm gonna do, set them over here on the cutting board and let them rest, and then I'm going to cut them, individually cut them, and then put barbecue sauce on them, and we will serve them up. I got my ribs all cut up here, and so I'm just going to put them here on this tray, and we will serve these up tomorrow. But I went ahead and cut mine up, and people have asked me, you know, how do you know when meat is done? I don't have a meat thermometer, so how do I know? And I always tell them, you know, same thing, get a meat thermometer. I like to try to remember this little rhyme, and it goes like this: if the juice is clear, never fear. If you see blood, you're probably going to end up in the emergency room. So if you can remember that, you'll be fine. All right. This has been Cooking with Dr. Drew, and remember, you eat because you want to, all right?